un processo così seguito non poteva che dar voce anche ai giurati, che a poche settimane dalla chiusura del caso si fanno avanti e fanno sapere cosa li ha spinti a trarre quelle conclusioni. Un giurato nel processo per diffamazione a Johnny Depp e Amber Heard ha dichiarato in un'intervista che quando l'attrice ha pianto durante la sua testimonianza, la giuria ha visto solo lacrime di coccodrillo. Sì, ha usato proprio questo termine, lacrime di coccodrillo. Secondo quanto dichiarato dalla persona che per ovvie ragioni ha deciso di rimanere anonima, il racconto della Heard non tornava e subito hanno pensato fosse lei l'aggressore. Il giurato, uno dei 7 membri della giuria, ha detto che l'emotività della Heard non era realistica. Il pianto, le espressioni facciali, il fissare la giuria, tutti noi eravamo molto a disagio, ha detto il giurato.
You know, he'd pass out in his own vomit, he'd lose control of his body, he'd lose control, and everyone would clean up after him. I cleaned up after him. I mean, this man lost control of his bowels, and I cleaned up after him. His security cleaned up after him, changed his pants in front of me. He would pass out in his own sick. You know, and then he'd walk around saying he didn't have a problem.
Rispondeva ad una domanda piangendo e 2 secondi dopo diventava ghiacciata. Alcuni di noi hanno usato l'espressione lacrime di coccodrillo.
On the countertop, they had me by the neck, and he felt like he was on top of me, and I'm looking at him in his eyes. I don't see him anymore. I don't see him anymore. It wasn't him. It was black. I've never been so scared in my life. It was black. I couldn't see him. And he was looking at me, and I was trying to get through to him. I was trying to say to him in some way that it was me. I was trying to get through to Johnny. I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him at all. I'm sorry. I couldn't breathe. Please. I don't. I couldn't.
Quello che invece diceva Johnny era molto più credibile, rispondeva in modo più reale alle domande.
Begin with, throwing a TV remote at my head. It could be throwing a glass of wine in my face.
Mr. Depp, what happened at the end of that week on May 27th, 2016?
May 27th, my daughter's birthday. May 27th. I was not in Los Angeles. I was on the way to on tour, and that was when Miss Heard went for the restraining order. And oh yeah, also that was the day that Alice Through the Looking Glass, a film I'd done, was opening.
Did Miss Heard know that you were out of town on May 27th?
Yes.
And how would she have known that?
Well, I told her I was going on tour. I mean, that was well established.
How long were you going to be out of town on that tour?
2 to 3 months.
And did Miss Heard know how long you'd be out of town?
I don't know if she knew exactly how long I'd be out of town, but it was a pretty extensive tour of Europe.
How did Miss Heard's actions on May 27th, 2016 affect you?
changed everything.
Objection, Your Honor.
Oh, it didn't change
to
everything?
This lawsuit.
Sorry. Insane. It's insane to hear heinous accusations of violence, sexual violence, that she's attributed to me, that she's accused me of. I don't think anyone enjoys having to split themselves open and tell the truth. But there are times when one just simply has to, because it's gotten out of control. Horrible. Ridiculous, humiliating, ludicrous, painful, savage, unimaginably brutal, cruel, and all false. All false. I wanted no human being is perfect, certainly not. None of us. But I have never in my life committed sexual battery, physical abuse, all these outlandish, outrageous stories of me committing these things and living with it for 6 years and waiting to be able to bring the truth out. So this is not easy for any of us. I know that. But no matter what happens, I did get here, and I did tell the truth, and I have spoken up for what I've been carrying on my back reluctantly for 6 years.
Thank you. No further.
Il suo stato emotivo era stabile per tutto il tempo. Inoltre il giurato ha parlato anche della donazione che la Heard aveva detto di aver fatto, ma che in realtà non avrebbe mai adempiuto.
Split it between the ACLU and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, end quote. Right?
That's correct. I made that statement as soon as I got a divorce and we reached the settlement. That's when I pledged it, right then.
And you say this because you, quote, wanted nothing, end quote.
That is correct.
But you hadn't donated your entire $7 million settlement to charity at that point, had you?
That's incorrect.
Sitting here today, Ms. Heard, you still haven't donated the $7 million divorce settlement to charity. Isn't that right?
Incorrect. I pledged the entirety of the settlement, $7 million to charity, and I intend to fulfill those obligations.
Ms. Heard, that's not my question. Please,
What was
try
your
to answer
question?
my question. Sitting here today, you have not donated the $7 million, donated, not pledged, donated the $7 million divorce settlement to charity.
I use pledge and donation synonymous with one another.
But I don't. Ms. Heard, I don't use it synonymously.
That's how donations are paid.
Ms. Heard, respectfully, that's not my question. As of today, you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the ACLU. Yes or no?
I have not yet.
And as of today, you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, correct?
I have not yet. Johnny sued me.
So as of today, you have not donated, paid $7 million of your divorce settlement to charity, right?
I have not been able to fulfill those obligations yet.
And that's because you did want something, didn't you?
I didn't want anything and I didn't get anything.
You wanted Mr. Depp's money.
È stato un fiasco per lei, ha detto il giurato. Ha inoltre contestato quanto dichiarato dall'avvocato della Heard, ovvero che la giuria si sarebbe fatta influenzare dai social media. Su questo dichiara: abbiamo seguito le prove, io non ho usato Facebook o Twitter e so di almeno altri 2 giurati che non hanno usato i social per certo. Infine ha concluso dicendo che il suo pensiero fosse che entrambi si sarebbero fatti del male a vicenda e che nessuno fosse giusto o sbagliato, ma che la Heard, nell'elevarsi a livello di ciò che ha affermato, non ha fornito nessuna prova che sostenesse davvero quanto dicesse e che secondo lui Johnny non avrebbe mai colpito Amber.